Hi, my name is Constanza Ayala, and today I'm going to be talking about academic dissatisfaction when it comes to college students. So, did you know that almost 40% of college students in the US report feeling dissatisfied with their academic experience, mainly due to stress, poor advising, and lack of institutional support? So, there are several reasons why students can be dissatisfied in college, and the impact of each one of them is very different when it comes to the consequence on an individual and social level. Okay, so first of all, what does it mean? When we talk about student satisfaction, it refers to how well students feel their academic, personal, and institutional needs are met. So now, when we talk about student dissatisfaction specifically, it highlights the areas where students feel unsupported, neglected, or burdened. So authors like Cook et al emphasize that measuring dissatisfaction is crucial because general satisfaction scores may hide important problems such as vulnerable groups feeling more excluded. Okay, so next, what are the key factors driving dissatisfaction or what causes it? First, we have financial struggles. At the University of Michigan, graduate students reported that financial concerns were their number one source of dissatisfaction. Then we have lack of effective advising or mentoring. Both the Michigan survey and the Jordan study show that poor advising reduces satisfaction on the students. Then, limited resources and poor services. Jordanian students reported moderate satisfaction and wanted better seminars, greeting guides, and orientation materials. And last but not least, inequalities in higher education. So, authors like Cook found that students with disabilities and non native English speakers are more likely to feel dissatisfied. Okay, so equally important, what's the correlation between dissatisfaction, performance, and personal growth? First, advisor relationships matter. The Jordan study showed that strong advisor-student relationships had a positive effect on students' personal development. Then, performance reduces dissatisfaction. So, Cook et al. Reported that students with higher grades generally showed lower dissatisfaction. And last, awareness of advisor roles. So, when students understand what an advisor should provide, their expectations shape satisfaction levels. So, in addition to the other information, and now talking about solutions, how can dissatisfaction be measured? So, the fuzzy index approach was adapted from poverty research to measure dissatisfaction. This method helps to identify who is dissatisfied and in what ways. For example, it reveals patterns like higher dissatisfaction among disabled or non native English students, which a simple satisfaction score would miss. So, some recommendations would be enhance advising quality, like train advisors in mentoring skills and student support, like the Jordan case study. Then, offer practical resources, more seminars, greeting guides, and orientation programs. Then, address financial barriers, like provide scholarships, funding, or financial aid programs, like it was addressed in the Michigan survey. And then, support vulnerable groups, like ensure inclusive policies for students with disabilities, international students, and first generation students. So, in conclusion, academic dissatisfaction is a growing issue that must be addressed by understanding its causes, recognizing its effects, and applying solutions that promote student success. Research shows that dissatisfaction often stems from financial struggles, lack of effective advising, limited resources, and inequalities. These factors not only affect students' academic performance but also their personal growth, well-being, and sense of belonging. If universities truly want students to succeed, they need to listen, support, and guide them by improving advising, providing financial assistance, and ensuring inclusive environments. Academic dissatisfaction should not be the norm, but the challenge that motivates us to create better learning environments where every student has the opportunity to thrive. So that'll be all. Thank you for your attention.